They are masters of the game, and they play it with deadly precision. They appoint world leaders, they create wars and finance both sides of the conflict, they crash economies. Who are they? They are the unseen hand, the men behind the curtain, the shadow government, the multi-generational Illuminati that create and control economies, appoint world leaders, and establish public opinion. They own the various Federal Reserve central banks throughout the world. They own and control the financial exchanges, the major stock markets, New York's Wall Street, Tokyo, London, and all the rest. It's the greatest PONZI scheme ever. They manipulate financial market prices through their own and controlled media. They buy up the stock, then promote the illusion of prosperity, and then you, the unwitting object of their cyclical reaping, follow their lead, never suspecting the steep drop-off that lies just ahead. When the inverted pyramid suddenly collapses, the great masses are left with nothing, and they, the global controllers, have all your money, safe and secure, ready to buy back your assets for pennies on the dollar. Throughout all of modern history, this cycle has repeated itself over and over again, proving there is no new thing under the sun. Ecclesiastes 1:9. Hi, I'm Soul Esprit, servant of the truth, Jesus Christ. And that makes me an enemy of the servants of the lie. There is a very good reason why I'm one of the world's top financial market analysts. It's because God has given me the wisdom to see right through all the lies, deceit, and deception that characterizes those who control the global Ponzi scheme, the financial empire created out of nothing more than flimsy paper. My various books expose these creatures born without a soul or conscience, and explains who they are, what they are, and why they exist. Why is this information important? It's important because they are about to crash the U.S. economy, and the global economy will immediately follow. These books contain powerful information that you need to know in order to prepare for that certain event and not become a victim, but a survivor. Knowledge is power, and they do not want you to have any power. Here is just a sample of the power they want to keep from you. As of this date, they are nearly ready to crash the U.S. economy. As I have documented in several of my books, my analysis indicates their tentative timeline is set for the years 2012-2013. They are about to implement their global police state surveillance society. My books, When Will the Illuminati Crash the Stock Market? And Fractal Trading, are detailed discussions of their planned timeline. Seven Who Dared, the Criminal Fraternity, and Genesis 1:29 Diet deals with many of the nuances implicit in the global elite's plan to eradicate over 90% of the world's citizenry and institute a military control grid to enslave every man, woman, and child on the planet. If that sounds crazy to you, you are correct. They are indeed utterly insane, or more precisely, demon-possessed, and dwelled by the satanic entities of their ancestral fallen angel spirits. The triggering event for the global economic collapse could be political or economic turmoil, or it might be environmental, a solar flare, for example, that blacks out the North American electrical control grid. But whatever the precipitating event turns out to be, its effect will be to crash Wall Street and the Chicago financial commodity exchanges, and also financial exchanges throughout the world. Chaos of this degree of magnitude is exactly what they want in order to roll out their well-rehearsed plan to take over absolute control of the American and global social order and activate their cashless economy, complete with embedded microchip population, FEMA detention death camps for those who resist, and for the large majority who will go along with whatever they tell them to do, the constant specter of a make-believe boogeyman terrorist, which they will use, and are currently using, to steal away the few remaining constitutional rights and justify their global communistic dictatorship. Osama bin Laden and the Arabs had nothing to do with 9/11. The elitist puppet masters are laughing at you for believing their simplistic lies. It was they who did 9/11, and they'll do it again. They will use war to re-stimulate the world economy, just as they did in the past. World War III is planned genocide. It will follow in the train of the global financial meltdown. Countries that refuse to cooperate with their new world order will be bombed into oblivion. The theme of universal death and destruction is central to their plan. It is a plan that calls for you to die. You are the enemy of the state. The war of big government against the people is about to escalate. You can either ignore it and be captivated by it, or you can acknowledge it and get ready. The choice is yours. And the remaining time is short. Forewarned is forearmed. GetPerfectWisdom.com